I am here today with our 2020 Leadtime Leader Award-winning shop Precise Tooling Solutions Tool Productivity Program Manager, Brian Rose. Hello, Brian.
Hello, how are you?
So the first thing I want you to do for me is define what tool productivity means, because I think most mold shops refer to it as just maintenance and repair, and I know it's a lot more than that. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, tool productivity is really, it is repair and engineering changes. Of course, we get into reverse engineering, things like that, on top of just your basic repair and engineering change work.
Okay. Now, I know mold repair is big business for Precise. Can you tell me how much of the business is tool productivity work, and then talk about the type of molds that you work on and the services you provide?
Yeah, our productivity business is about 30% of our business. It is big business. It's quick turnaround business. We do a lot of different tools, both ends of the spectrum. We do, little small cable locks for several of our customers, small parts up to big headlight housings for the automotive world. And we also do repair and engineering changes on household products like tumbler cups for a current customer of ours. And so it's kind of across the board.
Okay, which is the diverse business model that Precise has, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that applies to your tool room.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about the tool room? Describe the setup in terms of the equipment, the team in place, and any kind of strategic process you have to the work that flows through that area.
Yeah, on the repair and engineering change side, the productivity side, we've got a wonderful process in place. Really makes my job easy.
That's what it's all about.
What it's all about. We've got, the big blue and press. We have
Yes.
mill utensil. It's a 250-ton press. It's not like old school days where you have to blue in from a chain hoist, type of chain hoist, slows down somebody else. It just helps the steady flow of work through the shop. Of course, the machines that we have are, phenomenal. The rotors machines we have that, a lot of times my engineering change requires new inserts. So we can throw those into the rotors, maybe run lights out. Just a wonderful thing. But the process, back to makes my job easy, everything that I collect from the customer, what's needed, whether it be repair, engineering change, everything flows from me straight to design. So design will take, and we'll have like a kickoff meeting with the shop supervisor, production manager, the design team, and who's going to be working on the tool, all in one setting. And that way everybody's clear on what's happening, PowerPoints, information, everything's transferred at that point. And of course, there's going to be questions later because people forget. There's groups might forget, say, let's meet again. And so we just want to make sure everybody's, the work flows really smooth through the shop and hits every area with everybody knowing what to do with the scope of work that's in front of them.
What would you say is the #1 skill that's needed? And that could be a soft skill or a hard skill that's needed within that area of the business.
A lot of hands-on when it comes to, especially on the repair side. There's repair. We think repair something's broke, right? So welding would be #1 as far as getting the job welded. And then after the machining, whether it be EDM function or CNC, then there would be a manual of bluing that in if it's a shut off or what have you. So it's got to be somebody that's trained well to see how the outcome is going to be and make sure it's going to come out correctly. So there's a lot of insights that they need to have experience-wise, and that's what we train our guys to do.
What is the training like in that area of the business?
Well, it's I wouldn't say it's a struggle, but these days it's hard to find veteran help. A lot of the veteran help's moved up in the ladder, maybe at their business where they're at. So the young guys, we stick with the veteran tool makers we have and teach them how to see things quickly, understand a problem. Hey, this is not going to work because of this. If you do this, the next step's not going to work well because of this. So it's kind of a ladder up to
Okay.
get to the point where they're running on their own.
What are the lead times for tool repair?
Lead times, of course, it's all customer driven. Lead times would be, if it's a quick turnaround, man, I need this now. Do everything you can to get it to me as fast as possible. That's what's dropped in your lap. So we do, there's a lot of times it's like that. So what I get a phone call like that, so I'll go get with the shop manager, the production manager, anybody that's going to be involved in that scope of work. And we pull together, and they want a timeline. So you can't just say, well, when you get it. So we pull together, look at the scope of work. Okay, we're pretty sure we can get this done in 2 days. So then we go back to the customer. Hey, we can get it to you. This is a Monday. We can get it to you Wednesday afternoon. I mean, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's on both ends of the spectrum. If it's repair, it's usually quick turnaround like that, 2, 3, 4 days at most if they can live with it, but usually not. And then when it goes to the EC side, then that's more a robust change. You're maybe inserting, welding, a lot of locations. You've got CNC involved, EDM involved, electrodes being made. So, that's more of a complex.
Yeah, that encompasses more of the shop too, right? More of the equipment. Yeah, get that.
Right. We kind of just put it out, right?
And it's funny in these times of crisis, with COVID and different shops that are involved in doing these urgent projects that are needed on the front lines. You guys are dealing with that in that area precise. You're pretty much dealing with that daily. That's just the line of business you're in. Your customers need that stuff yesterday, right? To get no downtime. So that's the kind of mentality you have to have. So is there a particular piece of equipment that you would like to see? Is there something on your wish list that you want to have on the floor in that area?
On our capital wish list, we have, of course, a bigger EDM, which, we need in the future for sure. We looked at, laser welders, a more state-of-the-art laser welder. We have one now, but, there's better technology out there to do a quicker job, maybe even a better job. Things like that will get cut down blue-in time, cut down polish time, and of course, cut down any manual hand working or anything like that, which eats up your time when you're trying to repair or change something in a hurry.
Got it. Well, thank you for your time and thank you for the conversation. Anybody wants more information on how Precise uses technology and their processes within the tool productivity area of the business, we have features. We're going to have more additional content on that aspect of the business. So visit moldmakingtechnology.com.